Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And I want to start off this video with my tweet from the other day because I do think that it is significant to mention. Before we fully dive into this video, just like all my other videos, I do want to ask all of you out there, if you could please hit the like button. It takes a couple seconds and it does help the YouTube algorithm greatly. And of course, you guys know I always appreciate that. But today, I really want to dive in and I want to go over a few things. As we really kind of look at this space, I think that we are getting close. And when I say that, I mean, we are getting close to the serious point. Right now, crypto is still a joke. It's just the truth. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I think that crypto is still viewed as a joke. You talk to people outside of the space and they don't really get it, right? They think that's Bitcoin, anything that is in crypto, it's tied back to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's down, everything else is down, and this, that, whatever. I said over on Twitter, because I was talking about XRP, and I said, so many will hate on you for holding XRP. But in my opinion, it is one of the most bullish opportunities we have in this space. Think about the ups and downs in the past few years. Now also think about all the negative FUD, the headlines, the SEC scrutiny. XRP never budged from the top 10. Everyone is always focused on the price of XRP, but failed to see the value of remaining a top 10 project for this long. I also see XRP as a top 10 project for many cycles to come, from the value being created on the XRP Ledger, not even just what Ripple is doing. Now think about this. Everyone is looking at short-term prices on XRP, but think about the entire market. How much will the entire space be worth in 2, 5, 10, or even 15 years? We have seen many predictions, and even I believe crypto is a future $100 trillion market. In the next cycle, many believe we could see $5 to $10 trillion in market cap. If this is the case and XRP is still in the top 10, would it be crazy to assume that XRP could be worth $500 billion to $1 trillion in market cap? I personally like to look at the entire space. As time goes on, the entire market will mature and be more focused on utility, which again is what I'm talking about, right? Like this market is still viewed as a joke. When we are fully focused on utility, everything changes. I also said how many companies will be using blockchain and DLT, how many people will be using this technology without realizing it. This is what I like to think about. Too many are focused on the short term. Take a step back and realize how early you are. And you are here before the additional 99% jump in. Will they be buying XRP at 50 cents? Or will they be buying it at $1 or $2, $3, $4, $5? You name it. Talking about a $500 billion to $1 trillion market cap value on XRP, it's really not that crazy, in my opinion. When we're talking about a $5 to $10 trillion market cap for the space, with how long XRP has remained a top 10 giant, I do think that the value of XRP could be significantly higher, especially in the short term. I have no idea where this market is going to top out at. Nobody does. Nobody could tell you that. But in my opinion, as we look at XRP, and if we look at everything happening around XRP, we go to the XRP Ledger, we go to the tokenization use case, we go to the DeFi use cases, we tie in Ripple, we tie in all these things, right? How could you not think XRP will be worth anywhere between $500 billion to $1 trillion in market cap? Ethereum was worth $600 billion nearly at its all-time high recently in 2021. Bitcoin was worth well over $4 trillion. Think about that. So how can't XRP hit these valuations? I find it so funny when people are talking about how XRP can't go to X amount of price because the market cap, but nobody was talking about market cap when Bitcoin was trading at $70,000 and it had nearly a $1.4 trillion market cap. Nobody was talking about market cap when Ethereum was sitting at almost $5,000 and it had almost $600 billion market cap, while many were saying it's going to $10,000. See, this is what I mean. If you think Ethereum is going to go to $10,000, if you think that Bitcoin is going to go to $100,000, then you would obviously have to assume that XRP will be trading at $10 plus in the next major cycle run. Or at least it can, right? But also, on par with this, we really kind of look at the XRP Ledger. We look at what's happening around the XRP Ledger. Recently, we've seen a huge update around XinFin, which I did report on. But a good friend of mine, Crypto Sensei, over on Twitter, posted a quick little short clip from his full video over on YouTube. Check him out if you guys haven't already. But we do see unlocking trillions, XRP Ledger revolutionizing asset tokenization. And listen closely to this.
Guys, there's like $12 trillion worth of gold in the world, okay? When you talk about tokenizing assets, making a digital twin and bringing them on the blockchain, right? You've got like 40 something trillion dollars in stocks. You've got 130 trillion in bonds. You have equities. You have the 600 trillion to 1 quadrillion. You have 3 to 500 trillion in real estate. We're hoping that the XRP Ledger is home to a lot of these trillions, okay? It's built for all of this with IOUs and payment channels, right? Perfect for derivatives and all this stuff. And we hope a lot of this value, a lot of these digital twins live on the XRPL. And that volume and that transaction is done on the XRPL. Guys, there's like...
And, I completely agree. I made a very similar tweet to this, and I included it in my XinFin video, where I was talking about all of these markets. Over the next 5 to 10 years, everything will change. I said it. I said it many times. Yeah, I might sound like a broken record. Yeah, a lot of you might hate me for saying 5 to 10 years because you want me to say 5 to 10 months. But I want you guys to realize that, listen, we are on the brink of a major transformation that will touch every single aspect of life. I said this 100 times over. Even when you look at the world, right? I said this back in July. I said the world of crypto over the course of the next 2 to 5 years will be extremely different. 99% of people don't even realize how much money is out there. Tokenization, digitalization will soon unlock even more value too. And I've seen this, right? I've actually seen a lot of comments on my XRP videos when I talk about tokenization or like a $200 trillion opportunity around cross-border payments. And everyone's saying, there's only $40 trillion out there in the world. There's only this much money out there in this world, blah, blah, blah. There's $32 trillion in debt in the US. And guess what? We sell that debt to Japan. Japan is literally buying our debt. So when you are telling me that there's only X amount of dollars out there in the world or X amount of money out there in the world, I want you guys to understand that you are extremely wrong. There is much more money out there than what you are being told. I said, take the global $300 trillion real estate market for an example. It's very hard for everyone to participate in that game. A big barrier to entry is the upfront cost. Now imagine you have a $10 million apartment complex. Now you are ready to sell. You could sell 1/10 of this building for $1 million each to 10 investors. Fractionalization through tokenization will change the game for real estate. The technology within the space is so disruptive when applied to the right industries and markets. It's the number one reason why over the course of the next few years, we will see trillions flowing in. And what's funny about this? We've already seen Ripple become a major leader within Hong Kong around their CBDC pilot, which includes real estate. We even see the Ripple Fubon Bank tie-up will offer solutions for real estate asset tokenization and equity releases using CBDC. So not only are we getting hit with the real estate sector, which is a $300+ trillion global market, but also the equities sector, which is a $100 trillion plus market. This is big, okay? This is the significance of focusing on the true things that mean at least something, because everyone is always focused on the price. Well, I don't even focus on price because we're still tied to Bitcoin. We're still in a Bitcoin driven market. So any value that is here today, tomorrow, next week, next month, it's all nonsense because it's still tied back to Bitcoin. We're not seeing true utility value here. But also with this, we also seen Hong Kong regulator eyes tokenization for bond market improvement. Another thing to look at, and this was on August 25th. And we even see that the chief executive of the HKMA said the study highlighted the potential of deploying distributed ledger technology to real capital market transactions with the current legal framework existing in Hong Kong. Now, like I said, we already know that they are working with Ripple on tokenization efforts with their CBDC pilot. And of course, this is the HKMA. And what's funny about this is that they're talking about DLT. It also showed the potential in DLT to enhance efficiency, liquidity, and transparency in bond markets. I'm telling you guys right now, focus on these initiatives. This is a big deal. And you know what's funny about this as well? Is recently we've seen this from them as well. Tokenization could improve bond market efficiency, Hong Kong regulator says. A successful $100 million tokenized green bond issuance earlier this year has convinced the Hong Kong Monetary Authority to continue exploring tokenization to improve financial markets. All of this is focused heavily on what we are going to see with Ripple. I want you guys to understand that this is why I focus on these major connections that have already been made through Ripple. Now, combine this with what's happening on the XRP Ledger, combine this with how much money could very well be tokenized on top of this ledger. I see a lot of people tying back, XRP to a private ledger and how there's two different prices for XRP. This is extremely wrong. There's only one XRP. There's only one, token. There's not going to be a private XRP token. There's not going to be, two different valuations. Anyone telling you that there's two different XRP tokens with two different values on two different ledgers, they're idiotic, right? And I hate to be that guy, but they're just idiotic because there's only one XRP token. And even if we have a public and private ledger, XRP could be utilized on both of those. So as we look at everything happening here, we look at Ripple with CBDCs, we look at Ripple with stablecoins, we look at real estate, we look at equities, we look at all of this. It's so significant to mention because there's so much value here. We're just waiting for it to be realized in. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join for Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.